When your cat sleeps on your chest, do you actually know what they're trying to say? Yes, it feels sweet, maybe even comforting. But behind that closeness, there's something deeper that most people miss. It's one of the most emotionally intimate things your cat can do. And if you ignore what it means, which most owners do, you might miss one of the clearest trust signals your cat is capable of giving. Let's start with what that moment really means. Number one, it's not just about warmth. Have you ever wondered why your cat chooses your chest when there are softer places nearby? A blanket, a pillow, even an entire bed? Most people think it's simply because your body is warm. And yes, warmth matters. Cats naturally look for heat because their bodies are built to conserve energy. A warm spot means less effort regulating temperature. But here's what's actually happening. Your chest is not just warm. It's alive in a way that your cat can feel constantly. Your breathing rises and falls. Your heartbeat creates rhythm. Your scent stays strongest there. That means when your cat settles on your chest, they are placing themselves directly against the most biologically reassuring part of you. To a cat, predictable rhythm means safety. Think about that for a second. Your heartbeat tells them you are calm. Your breathing tells them nothing dangerous is happening. Even while asleep, your body is communicating security. And here's what most people don't realize. If your cat ever presses even closer after already lying down, or adjusts until their body lines up with your chest, that isn't random comfort. We'll get to why that matters later, because it's something many owners only understand after the behavior changes. Already, your cat is doing more than resting. They're choosing your body as a signal that the environment is safe enough to surrender control. And for a cat, surrendering control is never casual. Number two, your heartbeat is acting like a signal. They trust. Have you noticed that some cats fall asleep faster on your chest than anywhere else? The common assumption is that they simply got tired there. Here's what's actually happening. A 2019 study from the University of Lincoln examining feline attachment patterns found that many domestic cats form secure attachment behaviors similar to how young animals respond to trusted caregivers. That means your cat does not just recognize you as someone who provides food. They recognize your presence as something that changes how safe they feel, and your heartbeat plays a role in that. Researchers who study feline behavior explain that repetitive body signals, heartbeat, breath, subtle vibration, can lower alertness in relaxed cats because those rhythms become familiar markers of non-threat. In simple terms, your body becomes predictable, and predictable means safe. That is why some cats who are restless on a bed suddenly settle the moment they move onto your chest. What makes this even more meaningful is that sleep is one of the few moments cats cannot instantly defend themselves. So when they choose your chest, they are placing themselves where your movement, your sound, and your breathing surround them. Not because they need protection from you, because they believe protection exists with you. And here's where it gets even more powerful. If your cat closes their eyes while one paw still touches you, they are keeping physical confirmation that you're still there. That tiny contact often matters more than owners realize. Number three, they're quietly marking you as family. Have you ever noticed your cat kneading first, rubbing their face, or pressing their chin before falling asleep on your chest? Most people think that's just a comfortable routine. But here's what's actually happening. Cats have scent glands around their cheeks, chin, forehead, and paws. When they press those areas against you, they leave invisible pheromones behind. Behavioral scientists have observed that cats use these pheromones to label emotionally important territory, and that includes people. So when your cat sleeps on your chest after rubbing against you, they are not just settling down. They are blending your scent with theirs. Think about that for a second. To your cat, scent is identity. It answers one question constantly, safe or unsafe. And when they add their scent to your body, they are making you part of what feels familiar. Not ownership in the human sense, more like inclusion. You smell like their safe world. This is where most owners get it wrong. They think affection is only visible when cats purr or cuddle, but often the strongest affection is invisible. A soft cheek press, a paw knead, a forehead touch before sleep. Those are invisible marks that say, you belong inside my trusted circle. And hey, if this makes sense to you, hit like and subscribe. It helps us reach more cat lovers who actually want to understand what their cat is really saying. Number four, this behavior begins before they even understand safety. Why does chest sleeping feel so instinctive for some cats, even from a young age? Because part of this behavior begins before adulthood. Here's what's actually happening. In early kittenhood, warmth, heartbeat, and breathing are survival signals. A kitten sleeps close to the mother not only for heat, but because those body signals mean food, safety, and life. A 2021 review in Domestic Animal Behavior Research showed that many adult cat comfort patterns still mirror early nursing stage sensory memories. That means when your cat sleeps against your chest, part of their nervous system may be responding to something ancient. The rise and fall of your breathing can resemble the earliest safe environment they ever knew. And domestic cats adapted that instinct to human relationships. You are not replacing that early bond, but you are becoming part of the same emotional category: dependable closeness. Think about how powerful that is. An instinct built for survival is now attached to you. What makes this even more meaningful is that adult cats do not preserve every kitten's behavior. They drop what feels unnecessary. So if they keep this one, it means it still serves an emotional purpose. And in your cat's world, that purpose is trust. Number 5, they don't do this for everyone. Have you ever noticed your cat ignores other people in the house, but chooses your chest specifically? Most people assume it's a habit, but here's what's actually happening. Cats are selective because trust is selective. They may sit near many people, they may accept touch from several people, but deep sleep on the chest is usually reserved for someone they feel least threatened by. Studies on domestic cats reveal that cats often build individual trust maps, meaning they rank people differently based on voice tone, movement patterns, predictability, and emotional consistency. So your cat is not choosing randomly. They are choosing the person whose body feels most readable, the person whose reactions they understand best. And that is why some cats wait until a specific person lies down before approaching. They are choosing the safest emotional rhythm available. Think about that for a second. Your cat may receive food from multiple hands, but chest sleep often goes to the person they emotionally understand most deeply. That means your presence has become familiar enough for complete vulnerability, and cats do not hand that out easily. Number 6, what most owners never realize about the weight they place on you. Now remember earlier when I said some cats press even closer after already lying down? This is what I was talking about. Many cats don't just sleep on your chest, they gradually release their full body weight into you. At first that seems small, but here's what's actually happening. When a cat fully relaxes their muscles against your body, they are removing readiness. They are no longer prepared to spring away instantly. That means they are choosing a position that slows escape. And for a species built around fast reaction, that is enormous. Researchers who study feline behavior call this deep body trust posture, because the body only softens that much when the environment feels fully secure. Think about that for a second. Your cat is not only near you, they are trusting you enough to become heavy, to stop holding themselves ready, to sleep without defense. That's not a habit, that's vulnerability. And vulnerability is often the deepest form of affection a cat can offer. So the next time your cat sinks into your chest and stays there, remember, they are doing something that goes against instinct. They are lowering every internal guard they have. For you. Number 7, if it suddenly stops, pay attention. And here's the part most owners wish they understood sooner. What happens if your cat suddenly stops sleeping on your chest after doing it regularly? The first assumption is often mood. Maybe they changed their preferences, maybe they found another spot. Sometimes that's true, but here's what's actually happening in many cases. A sudden change in sleeping closeness can signal discomfort, stress, environmental change, or physical pain. Cats often reduce contact when something feels wrong, because protecting themselves becomes the priority again. This is where most owners get it wrong. They wait too long because the cat still eats or still walks normally. But subtle withdrawal often appears before obvious symptoms. If chest sleeping stops suddenly, look for small differences. Are they choosing corners instead? Sleeping higher than usual? Avoiding body contact but staying nearby? That can mean they still want closeness but cannot fully relax. Don't panic. Just notice. Because in cats, quiet behavioral changes often come before louder ones. And if your cat returns after a stressful period, that return matters. It means trust is rebuilding. So when your cat sleeps on your chest, do you actually know what they're trying to say? They're not just looking for warmth. They're choosing your heartbeat, your scent, your breathing, and your stillness as the safest place they know. That's not simple comfort. That's trust, memory, and vulnerability all happening at once. And that small weight on your chest, soft, warm, barely moving, was never small to them. And it shouldn't be small to you either.